Talk. Hosted by Rabbit Chip 805. It's Paranormal Thursday, where we talk about UFOs and doppelgangers, the afterlife and beyond, science breakthroughs, paranormal research, the parallel universe. It's Paranormal Thursday, hosted by Rabbit Chip 805 on Real Talk.
Hey, this is Rabbit Chip 805 playing No Man's Sky on the PlayStation 4, broadcasting YouTube, broadcasting through YouTube on Real Talk Chimp. This is Paranormal Thursday, as it is Thursday, March 5th, 2020. And it's kind of fitting that we're playing No Man's Sky, being that it's out in space and you have to deal with space aliens or different creatures like that. I named my spaceship the Gibbon. Alright already with extreme stuff. So we have a mission to do because we have to get a standing with an alien race. Increase your standing with the alien life forms, for the alien life form will speak with you. You must you must reach a sufficiently impressive level of standing with their community across the... Anyway, so I'm doing that mission right, this one here, high impact storm, where I have to basically kill like 12 animals, which is kind of a bummer, but only on this planet is extremely toxic out here. You see like the 10.3 rats, sorry for the hiccups. So we're always out looking for materials as well, of course. We gotta go find some good animals to take out. If you'd like to be a part of Real Talk, like Black Dragon Ruler.
Because I'm a real nigga.
Well, you got a ghost story for us?
Yes. Turns out there's actually millions, if not billions, of ghosts in my carpet.
Right?
Ghosts of children I never had.
Nice. This poor sperm.
There's some good ghost stories, though. Shit, what do I know off the top of my head? Good ghost story. Oh, that only works at campfires and shit.
And there's a campfire and shit. Warning, explicit language. You have been warned.
Fuck bitch ass pussy lick a cock motherfucker.
And then there's that too. If you're playing a scary game, there must be ghosts in there.
No, after you stop watching it, I played for about another 10 minutes. I haven't played it since. But shit, I can continue playing it now. Fuck. Oh, I remember what happened last night. They were like telling a scary story or some shit, and the dude leans forward and like jumps like a ghost's face fucking real quick. Oh, it did give me a nice little jump.
Alright, I'm gonna die out here because there's no uranium.
There's no uranium, what?
I need uranium.
Oh, you're playing No Man's Sky, you need it for fuel.
I need it for... No, this place has got too much radiation. I gotta go. I think I have some in my ship.
Where the fuck?
Oh god, I'm about to die. Oh god, get inside the ship quickly. Quickly.
And you're dead.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
And you're dead.
No! Oh, I just made it to my ship.
God damn it.
I've died many times. Dying in this game really sucks because it's just like Conan Exiles. You have to like respawn and go find where your body is, and then put your stuff back on you and stuff like that. It's totally sucks. I could have sworn I had uranium.
Oh shit!
I don't have any uranium.
Okay, where the fuck is the remote to my TV? There it is. Thank you, Jesus fucking Christ. That is weird. I'm sitting here with my pants on. Possibility.
Okay, how are we gonna do this? Alright, can I make
you
an
can hear all
ion
the scary
battery?
shit now. Oh.
I can make an ion battery. Ooh, nice. I can make silver ion.
Damn it.
Ooh, we can only make a few more.
Chinese people.
Coronavirus. So that just give me, how much did that give me? Did that give me 100? 100? Alright. You know what? I'm gonna go look for some granimals. So I would have started this a little earlier, only I was out and about. I was getting my car fixed. My buddy was fixing my car.
Oh, what's wrong with your car?
Huh? He put a cold air intake on my car because the rats have been chewing and destroying everything. And the rats were living inside my exhaust system, not exhaust, but you know, my air intake. So he had a cold air intake, just parts of it, for a 96 Ford Mustang, and he modified it to fit in my 2009 Scion XB.
Damn. Scion XD, is that the box one?
XB, X-Ray Bravo, yeah, it's the box. I am looking for granimals, and I am having I'm not finding any granimals on this planet. So if you're on the PlayStation 4 and you want to participate in our show here, you're over 18 of course, join our community, Real Talk Champ, and join our audio party. What in the hell keeps attacking me? This little fucker keeps attacking me?
News. Most of these getting worse. Bad news is these are kind of maybe the fishermen I just talked earlier. Oh, God damn it, Conrad. Great. That's great. The good news? I recognize. How was that good news? I thought you were the news first. You're such an idiot. Jesus.
The only problem is,
What are they gonna do to us?
it doesn't tell me
They could have done it already.
how many I have to go after. Why doesn't it tell me this? Why wouldn't this tell me how many critters I need?
You're gonna regret this, you piece of shit. You're gonna rot in a cell.
Is it like some kind of creature or something? Doesn't really
Fuck
tell
me, I'm so tired of not missing these quick time events. God damn it.
Nobody knows you're out here, little lady. You're all alone with us now. Let's make the most of it.
You can go fuck yourself, you piece of shit.
How's a
You're the
final video game?
Oh yes.
Serious, weapon's already dead.
Can we turn it down?
I mean, I don't give a rat's ass. It's kind of
Oh, I
loud.
thought I heard you say turn it down.
Oh, it's a little bit loud, but...
What do you fuckers want?
Quite the cussy, aren't they?
Slow down. Easy.
Extreme radiation detected. Extreme radiation detected.
Just stop, man.
Oh, I need that.
We finish with it later.
So yeah, about that paranormal stuff.
You're your best behavior, little man.
Are you fighting a monster?
No, just some random guys in the South Pacific Asian Sea.
Of the Asian persuasion?
And there's one Asian guy.
Damn. It's hard.
It's very hard.
Excuse me?
Wait, no! Alex! Stop it! Let her go! You bastard!
Bastards.
Stick. Shut the fuck up. I don't think they're gonna hit her.
This does not tell me how many animals I'm supposed to go after. I absolutely 100% do not know what I'm... Cold creatures.
Can't you name an animal?
Planet surface. What?
Can't you name the animals?
Name them? Well, I mean, I suppose I could, but I don't know what this mission... This mission says high impact storm. Creature extermination sought. Culled creatures. Locate creatures on a planet surface. Well, I've already located about 15 of them. But it doesn't say whether I've finished it or how many I've gotten so far.
Maybe you have to find new animals.
Or if I'm even on the right planet. I don't even know if I'm on the right planet.
Fuck. Motherfuckers. Hey. Are you okay? What did they do to you?
I'm fine. They didn't touch me. They asked about
Why don't you let me scan this one?
how much money they have. Alex, I'm so sorry.
What is it?
They took my ring.
Julia. It's okay. It's okay.
You have won 1 out of 1-3.
I have 1 out of 1-3? Oh, I have 11. Where do you see that? You see that, but where do I see that at? Monkey, where do you see that at? Where's that at?
What's he talking about?
He says I have 11 out of 13, but where does he see that? I don't even see that.
What, in the party?
No, he's watching on the stream. But I don't
It comes
see
up on the
oh,
right
there
when
it
you
is.
look at animals.
You're right. 11 out of 13. I see it on the right side there. Okay. It just popped up. High impact storm. Okay. So I guess I can't take out the birds. See if we can find any more animals anywhere.
Yeah, it's a speedboat.
The main guy here. He's got a gun.
If we play our cards right, we can catch him by surprise. Take him out.
I tried to shoot the fish, and I don't think the fish worked.
I can sneak around in the speedboat. The dude with the gun won't even realize until I'm long gone. 7 seconds. I can get out through the window. We gotta break these off first.
Too loud. We'll hear it.
We're gonna break them. Good call. I'll go through the window and get the boat. You guys,
The
distract them.
window to the wall. A northern monkey. Got any ghost stories for us? Have you got any UFOs? Have you seen any UFOs lately? I mean, you live in the UK, I bet you come across. I had a whole bunch of stuff that I was thinking of before I got here. When I was driving back, I had something planned in my brain to tell y'all, but I normally start this show about 5 p.m. usually. Oh, there we go. Don't run, you only die tired. And that should be it. That should be... There we go, high impact. Alright. Excuse me, bud. I don't want to fight, but I guess we're going to fight.
Drop it, Buster.
It's amateur hour over here.
Listen.
We can get off this planet now, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so the other one... Okay, so return to mission agent.
Careful! Don't make this worse.
Where's my spaceship?
Think about what you're doing, boy.
Boat! Just get to the
What you are
boat!
doing, boy.
Give me orders.
Pretty good planet for oxygen and carbon and stuff. Some of this stuff before we go.
You can't catch him with this old junker. Bring them downstairs.
Okay, for
Take
that.
this. Use it if you have to.
That. Next to the ship, so we'll take that. Put that in the snowship.
Sit down. Over there.
Sit down. Over there.
Sit.
Sit.
Now.
Shit.
No.
Arrêtez, bande de cons! C'est mon bateau! Stop! Ferme-la! Ou je te mets une pointe dans la
That
gueule!
TV is really loud, lol.
Yeah, he's saying your TV is really loud. Your game is super loud. Alright, so let's see where we have to go to get back and turn this mission in. Are you, you're obviously letting that go on the TV and then your microphone, are you like,
I turned it down.
I mean, it's cool. The voice acting in that game is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Say the name of the game again?
It's Man of Medan. M-E-D-A-N.
And it's a ghost story, or
No, it's not. I don't really fucking know yet. So far, I'm just being kidnapped on a boat.
I have played Man of Medan.
Oh, Northern Monkey says he's played that game.
Oh.
Where is this mission? We're looking for the pop rent.
It's pretty good co-op horror game.
He says it's pretty good co-op horror game.
Yeah, I don't have co-op. So...
He says he doesn't have co-op. Oh, and you hear him.
Yeah, I'm just single playering.
Oh, great. Threat detected. Alright, who wants to fight? Why can't I find this bomb? I am having a severe problem. Oh, there's a bounty?
Huh?
there's a bounty out here for 100,000 coins. If I kill this ship, he's got a bounty on him of 1,000. I don't know how to change the weapons. I have a rocket launcher in here, and I have no idea how to change from photon cannon to my rocket launcher. Do you know how to change the weapons in your aircraft, Northern Monkey? I'll take that as a no.
Think it's triangle.
Takes a minute for him to hear you through the stream and then respond.
Oh, okay. Really? He's a good pilot, and I can't fly like him. He's fucking me up. He's about to crash. I need a Northern Monkey flying in here. Yeah, fuck it, dude. I can't chase this plane. He's moving way too fast. Our weapons keep overheating. Oh, did I get him? Where'd he go?
Oh, there he is. That old ass fucking shit.
Where did he go? I think I got him. I think I fired the rockets right at the right time. What the hell is that damn fog? Who's that damn paw? Right there. So, alien technology. What do you think?
I think you should stick it in your head.
I've already done that. I'm long enough that I can do that. Tongue as well. Tongue like Gene Simmons. What happened to your little boyfriend you used to play with? He doesn't play with you anymore?
Who?
Your little boyfriend that you used to play with.
Who was that? Who, what?
How you came to know us?
Oh, Eddie?
Yeah.
Nah, I haven't talked to him since that night I was in here.
Yeah, I haven't seen or talked to him as well. I curious about that. Why? Where he doesn't play with you anymore? Or?
Wait, what?
He doesn't play with you anymore?
I've hardly ever played. I haven't really played with him since like PS3. I think I met him in Modern Warfare 2. Oh, it's been quite. Oh, I bought Modern Warfare 2. Oh shit! I'm about to boot up the PS3, motherfucker. Oh, I don't have enough power outlets available. God damn it! Oh wait, I can unplug my laptop charger.
Raid a planetary harvester. What is a planetary harvester? Kill 8 satellite.
Now that you've reached the point of significance, I presume you're eager to get back to your story. But here's the thing. Everything may not be entirely as it seems.
And I could kill 4 senators, and I could kill 4 of these guys. These don't look like the guys that I got the mission from. The hell are these guys? These are like rhinoceros people or some weird looking. I think I'm at the wrong place. I think I'm at the wrong freaking place. Yeah, anyway. Playing No Man's Sky here on the PlayStation 4. I need a northern monkey in here with me.
What? My name's not Northern Monkey.
I need a northern monkey in here with me. You don't have this game, do you?
No, I can buy it, but I'm not going to.
It's $23 I spent on this.
Beautiful.
What is that?
Oh shit, Rocket League's on sale.
Yeah, I saw that. I can't play that with the vertigo that I get.
With what?
With the vertigo that I get, I can't play that game.
You have vertigo?
Terrible vertigo, yeah.
Jesus Christ. I thought vertigo had something to do with the fluid in your ears.
It does definitely have that. Fluid in the ears, and my brain doesn't work properly. I do want 10 of those, though.
How the fuck are you playing a space game, bro?
This one is very difficult.
You know what game you should get?
What's that?
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter.
Get Monster
Oh,
Hunter.
my head hurts so fucking bad.
Oh my head hurts so fucking bad. Oh.
Meh.
Ghost stories. Let's see here. What's a good ghost story
Why are you
for
not letting me sell these things? I have like 5 of these things.
I don't know. I can't think of any.
Huh. Why did I sell that?
archives, we all count. And the 2020 census is how that great promise is kept. It informs where billions in funding will be spent on programs that touch us all.
This is definitely not the planet place I was.
.gov.
Oh, my head is pounding out of my skull.
You should jack off, man, and help the medics.
I may need to. What is that in your hand? Oh, I rode one of those. Where my damn get? I thought I had these things. Waste not, want not. What do I gotta do?
Welcome to Film Theory, the show that's here to remind you that YouTube and Chill is a great financially
Sentinels. I have to go kill Sentinels.
Netflix efforts latest price hike. If you haven't already noticed, the subscription video streaming situation is getting complicated. Over here on Team Internet, most of us already know that the rise of subscription streaming.
Are you running a commercial?
No, I watched a video on YouTube.
May want to turn that down a little bit. I don't know whose product that is or what.
MatPat, man.
What or what?
It's MatPat, game theory.
Where am I supposed to go? I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I don't know. I got no clue. So, let me look something up here. Oh, just cannot shake this. Cannot shake this. Can you buy me a new phone? So for 21 years, millions of people helped a university search for alien life. Now it's time to analyze the results. It's interesting. Let's just see about that. Scientists at the University of California, Berkeley's SETI at-home project say they'll stop sending new work to their network of volunteers who've been using their computers to search for aliens since 1999. Did you know that? The project is going into hibernation on March 31st, which said scientists have reached a point of diminishing returns. Basically, we've analyzed all the data we need for now, according to the Post. Scientists will now focus on studying the results they've brought in and writing a scientific journal paper on the findings. Aliens, flying discs, and sightings. Oh my. A short history of UFOs in America. Millions of volunteers around the world have downloaded the SETI at-home screensaver over the years to help analyze radio telescope data and search for extraterrestrial intelligence. According to the group, SETI stands for Search for Extraterrestrial Intelligence. Scientists are looking for narrow bandwidth radio signals from space that are not known to exist in nature. It requires huge amounts of computing power. So the program broke the data into chunks that an ordinary PC could handle. Since it was a screensaver, it runs when volunteers are not actively using their machines. It created a huge virtual supercomputer, the group said. We hope
It's
that...
just a fucking botnet, man.
Well, you know, but if it helps to find alien life, I mean, that's got to be pretty dope, right?
We're never gonna find alien life. Not.
We are alien life, bro.
No, by alien mean from different planets. We're never gonna find another intelligent race. Because any intelligent race that we're gonna be able to find probably already knows about us and has long since steered the fuck clear of this fucking planet.
Right.
I was like, oh, let's see what the humans are up to these days. And just point their satellite this direction and Kim Kardashian got new ass implants. Okay, let's just shoot. And then turn it back. You know, war, murder, blah, 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 blah. We're too busy killing. I tell you what now. If NASA had the same budget that the military had, holy fucking shit. And this is why I'm gonna leave here today. If you elect me as if you elect me as president in 30 to 40 years, I promise you, I will give NASA a massive fucking budget 1 year. We're gonna flip the. Because you gotta be like 40, I think.
You're gonna be. Doesn't matter what age you are. Run for president.
No, you have to be a certain age.
No, you don't. That's lies.
Yes, you do.
You've been lied to.
Motherfucker. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my phone? How to run for president.
I found this on the web.
Okay. Requirements for being president.
I found this on the web.
Okay. Here we go.
What did they find on the web?
Okay, as directed by the Constitution, a presidential candidate must be a natural-born citizen of the United States, a resident for 14 years, and 35 years of age or older. These requirements do not prohibit women or minority candidates from running. Why do you think most presidents to date have been white men? Well, why have most presidents to date been white men? Pretty much every president besides one. Let's think about this. No one wants to say it, but we're all fucking racist. The right woman just hasn't come along yet.
Warren would have been okay, but she just backed out.
What?
I wanted Elizabeth Warren backed out. She's not in the race anymore.
Oh my God! Do you know who else backed out?
Who?
The Bloomberg guy. Oh.
Yeah. So did the other gay, the gay
I'm
soldier. He backed out.
so glad that Bloomberg backed out, though.
Why?
Because I got tired of listening to his fucking ads.
Oh, were they retarded?
No, not retarded. Every 5 seconds. I'm surprised you haven't seen one shit.
I don't have a TV.
The YouTube, fucking the radio, they're on everything.
Haven't heard.
You can't drive a fucking, because I drive my truck for work. Let's say I'm driving for an hour. Probably about 10 minutes out of that entire hour is a Mike Bloomberg ad.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Maybe it was only
he put
running
like
in the
$300 million something into nothing but advertising. So like every other YouTube ad, Mike Bloomberg. Every other ad on TV, Mike Bloomberg. Did you just get finished listening to AC/DC? Well, guess what, man? Here's Mike Bloomberg. Okay, God.
No, I must have been only running it like in your state or something, because nothing running in California. I haven't heard a thing.
That's because in California, you guys are all kind of like sheeple.
Right?
It doesn't matter what your opinion is, your government's gonna fucking do whatever they want.
Nobody cares, exactly.
All you guys care about is, you know, recycling and fucking that, you know. Oh, Adventure, hey! Hey, Chimp, this is Adventure. Adventure, this is Chimp. He does a podcast that I occasionally drop in on.
And he's doing it right now, and it's Paranormal Thursday. So if you
got any ghost stories?
Or UFO stories, or like the paranormal, this is the place to be. But first of all, we're going to need to make sure that your voice is allowed to be shared, so we're not just talking to air. So can you check? Are you on? You're obviously on PlayStation 4 because you're communicating with us. Can you go to your touchpad on your controller, go to the audio party settings, and see if your voice is allowed to be shared for this party?
Go into the main party menu. Go to party settings. Oh, no, it's not. It's not going to be in there. Allow your voice to share. Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
Awesome. So let me go
allow
back to
for
the,
current party.
Alright, damn. Always allow.
Yeah, thank you, because, like, what if I record something that we're doing, and you're just like, I'm like, oh my god, did you see that shit? And you go to give your commentary, and then for the next 5 seconds to 10 seconds of my video, it's just fucking
complete silence.
Okay, good. I hear you now. So if you want to listen or watch the stream, I'm playing No Man's Sky on the PlayStation 4, obviously. If you've got YouTube, we're on
YouTube.
Real Talk Chimp, all one word. Real Talk Chimp.
Don't not tackle. Chimp. And you're live right now?
Yeah, we're live right now. Normally my show runs around 5 p.m., but I was out getting my car worked on and I wasn't here, so I decided to start it around 8 o'clock, so we're broadcasting a little
8 o'clock, man. You start oh, wait, you live in California, never mind.
Yeah.
We're in the same time zone, aren't we, Adventure?
Tristan
we're in the same time.
Walker.
Oh, yeah, you live up north.
Yup.
Is that you?
Yup.
You're Tristan?
Hello, Chimp.
Hi, hello. Rock on. So yeah, if you got any good ghosty stories, we like ghosty stories. I've done quite a few ghosty stories.
Ghosty stories?
I got a ghost story for you.
He asked me first.
Never run all this shit myself. I was gonna fart, but it didn't work.
Of course. I don't necessarily have any ghost stories.
Have you ever seen a ghost?
I haven't seen a ghost. I have seen a demon.
Oh, that's even worse.
Ooh.
Tell me about that.
That's even better. What do you mean?
That's frightening, dude.
Well, it was actually, I don't know, I was going through some type of spiritual journey just on my own. That was like my own thing.
She was really fucking high.
You need to calm down. But I really wasn't.
Okay.
Anytime someone says spiritual journey, they say, I smoked a lot of fucking pot.
I mean, it wasn't that much.
Yeah, but pot doesn't really make you hallucinate.
Yeah, I know. And, like, it really didn't. Like, that was honestly just for myself. That didn't really help with anything. Like, things like...
I gotta clean up all the food that I made for dinner, so go ahead and tell the story. I'll be right back.
Okay. Yeah, it was just like, you know, there are like harder drugs that'll actually make you hallucinate.
Oh, of course. Yeah. You should join us on Monday nights for the Daily High.
Oh, what kind of Daily High?
Monday night. So basically, here. In fact, I'm going to play something for you. Let me go back to my channel here. I'm going to play something for you. This will entertain you. Let's go to playlists. Let's go to intros, and let me turn my volume up. And I am going to play. Let me find it first. Here we go. Listen to this.
Have you hired any specialist for your base missions yet?
You need to calm down.
Sorry. Yeah, I hired a couple of scientists and stuff. I'll take you back to the base so you can see. Here, listen to this.
Real Talk, hosted by RabbitChimp805. It's our Season 3 weekly lineup. Monday, The Daily High. Taco Tuesday. Wellness Wednesday. Paranormal Thursday. Friday Free For All. And our Saturday special, Real Talk. That's REEL. Real Talk, hosted by RabbitChimp805. Subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Twitch, Real Talk Chimp.
So that's our weekly lineup for Season 3, because we're on Season 3 now.
Oh, nice.
And so Wednesdays used to be Hump Day, where we basically were very raunchy.
Mm-hmm.
And what ended up happening is I got a letter from YouTube that popped up the next time I went on YouTube that basically said, your show is too pornographic. Dial it down or you will lose your stream. So Hump Day is now Wellness Wednesday.
That's so wholesome.
Right? And yeah, so Wellness Wednesday. Hey, that's kind of cool. You know, like I talked about men's health, women's health. You know, we talk about finances and we talk about it basically it's just mostly health types of things and everything that would be wellness. What the hell am I doing? I'm looking for drones. That's what I'm doing.
Did you have a Wellness Wednesday yesterday?
Yeah, so yesterday I did Wellness Wednesday and I was playing this game here.
Mm-hmm.
What is this game that I'm playing? The
No Man's Sky?
No Man's Sky, yeah. Nobody joined me. Usually people join me when I'm broadcasting, but lately, this season, not many people have been really joining. But by all means, you are more than welcome to...
Okay, so give me the cliff notes. What happened?
Nothing important, but he was just giving me the rundown of his channel, and just I'm intrigued with what you guys' topic was yesterday. Like,
Wednesday?
So the Wellness Wednesday. So what really brought me into going that route is the type of work that my sister does. My sister is an acupuncturist.
Wait, you changed Wednesdays?
Yeah, Wednesday is not Hump Day anymore. Almost got banned. Then there's always Black Dragon Ruler who will test the boundaries of my YouTube and try to get me banned.
Oh, was it my fault?
No, it was my fault for running a racy pornographic show.
Condoning dragon, yes.
It got racy? Are you kidding me?
It was. Yeah, they told me that it was highly pornographic, and even though I set my channel up as an adult only, you know, you have to. Sorry, buddy, I don't have any more food for you. I'm sorry. Oh, there's a drone.
How will I ever eat them?
Starve. Photosynthesis. No, we all got one inside of us. Oh, nice. Do you get the orange chicken like everyone else?
No, this time around I ended up getting well, I got a really spicy shrimp, which really messed me up. Messed me up hella bad. I got some kind of like honey shrimp or something.
Oh. And well, yeah, that's misleading.
Yeah, it was like way too sugary. Oh, I'm getting messed up here.
Dang.
Hey, stop shooting at me. I'm trying to shoot that shit. That's 3.
But I do have a that ghost story if we're still talking about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to hear it.
Cool. I mean, okay, so it's not a ghost, like I said. It's a demon, but like I said, it was just like going through my own like journey. Dragon. It was not drugs. I was
drugs.
No, I was so I was praying and just like trying to just, I don't know, just contact somebody, like just some type of higher power, and I was just.
Is this through Wicca?
No, it's just being open and just having whatever was out there hear me. And...
In Christianity, we do this thing where we get on our knees and we put our hands together and we say, "Dear God," like we're actually talking to something, but nothing.
Yeah. Okay, well, if you want to think it's Christianity, you can, but I wouldn't necessarily...
My bad, I'm sorry. Yeah, all hell, Ron Jeremy.
But
how do you know it was a demon? Did a spirit guide tell you?
I didn't have to be told. It was just like...
You knew.
You can honestly feel those kinds of things. Like, you feel...
It was negative.
When things... Yeah, you just feel negative energy. But no, I was not asleep. I was wide awake. But,
that happens in sleep paralysis.
Okay. But I was not asleep. I was wide awake, and I had actually seen it in one of my siblings. And he's got his own type of personality and his own energy going on, and he has his positive moments, but it was I wouldn't say it was a bad night where it's just like I feel something negative, but he was being fine. And then I noticed he had started coughing at some point, like really hard, but not like in a way to like get attention. It was just like he was coughing extremely hard.
Okay.
So I was still like feeling myself with whatever energy I was feeling, and I was feeling particularly like positive, and I was listening to like some type of frequency music where it's like, oh, this is like 430 hertz or like 976 or whatever. But he had gone to the bathroom. And, like, on his way to the bathroom, I looked out the door and I was asking him, like, is he okay? And he said no, but when he passed my door to go to the bathroom, I saw this, like, barely dark figure that was a lot bigger than him. And, no, it wasn't a shadow, because it was... like projecting out of him. But when he had said no, it wasn't like a human no. It was like this dark, distorted, like raspy no. It was honestly like it took me back a second. Like I wasn't trying to feel afraid, but I did feel a little afraid at some point because I knew that wasn't his voice. That wasn't a shadow. That was something. That was something. But I wasn't trying to give it too much thought and like really feed into whatever it was trying to project into me. So it was just took a second and like sat with myself and like first of all I asked, like I kept checking in on my brother to see if he was okay, and I just sat with myself and prayed. If you want to say prayed, like yeah, I prayed. It was just commanding like all these positive energies and entities and sort of spiritual guides to just like take over and everything negative just go back to where it came from. Just like it has no place here. But that was my type of ghost story, even though it's not really a ghost. But
well, now that you've said dark figure, you've awakened a very, very old memory in the back of my head. When I was about 6 years old, I used to live in this shitty little apartment with like 13 other members of my family. And one night as I was going to sleep, when I was younger, oh my god, now that I think about it, a lot of weird shit happened. I don't know, I chalk it up to having an overactive, I have ADHD. It's not as bad as it used to be, but I guess I would chalk it up when I was younger. Like one thing I can remember was I was laying in bed one night, couldn't go to sleep, and looked down at my toy box, and it was just like moving, like there was a toy trying to get the fuck out from the bottom of the box.
What the?
You know? They're like the Hulk. I used to have like a Hulk toy, and it would talk to me or some shit. I don't know. It was always when I was going to bed, so I guess it was either a dream or overactive imagination. I don't fucking know. But one night I was going to sleep, and I started to drift off, and then I heard something say Dylan. My name is Dylan, and I was like, what the fuck? So I like woke up and I turned around and I looked at the bottom of my bed, and there was like, now that I think about it, you know, I thought about it more growing up, and I came to the conclusion that it was probably like a shadow of me, but it was just this pitch pure fucking black like kid standing at the foot of my bed, and I figured it was me, you know, growing up. So I looked at it and I went to reach up and grab out at it, and it jumped out of the room and it took off running towards the living room, which where I was from my bed I could see it running, and it ran right through where my grandmother was sleeping. And I was like, what the fuck? So I got up and went there and looked, and you know, as I got to the living room through the kitchen area, I looked at the front door and just walked right through the front door. So I went and I opened up the front door, and I stuck my head out, and I looked towards the backyard, because everyone used to tell me that there was like a murder or some shit. And it was, I don't doubt it was a really bad area I lived in. It was like a murder in the house that was behind us or some shit. And I looked back that way, and that motherfucker standing over there. And I was gonna go over there and see what was going on, but as I went to walk out the door, my mom said, what the fuck are you doing out of bed? Get your ass back. And I thought of it. And yeah, that's why I saw that. But I did, that's some creepy shit. When I was younger, I had a nightmare. And when I would have nightmares, I'd get up and I'd go run to my mom's room. And I got up and I ran back there, and it was my mom and my stepdad. I hopped in the bed between them, you know, like, hey, I had a nightmare or whatever. And my mom got up and she walked to her bathroom. Her bathroom door was at the foot of her fucking bed. I can remember this shit like it was yesterday. And she opens the door and she goes to sit down on the toilet. And I look, and there's like a mirror right there. and I look at the mirror and it starts pointing at, like, my reflection in the mirror started pointing at me. It would do like that, you know, like nana boot, you know that thing where you like put your thumbs on your temples? It was doing that shit, sticking its tongue out at me. I was like, what the fuck? So I started pointing at the mirror. I was like, look at the mirror! Look at the mirror! He's fucking with me! You know, I was trying to get my parents, when they turn around and look like, we don't see shit. And, as my mom went to walk out of the bathroom, she was standing in the doorway trying to block the mirror from me. And I'm like, Mom, look. And I can look and see in the mirror, he's like dodging all the fucking way around my mom. And he's just waving his arms and like flipping me off and stuff. Like, what the fuck? I remember that shit was so weird. And the next morning I went up to go to school. And I was like, maybe that was just a dream. Maybe that was just me. I don't know. There's one way to find out. So I walked in there, and the bus wasn't coming yet. So I walked in the bathroom, and I turned off all the lights in the house. It was like, it was just barely daylight outside. So it was just enough light to see a completely black reflection of myself in the mirror. Shit, my cigarette went out. And as I'm sitting there looking in the mirror, I put my hands on my head. And I did not move my hands off of my head. I was just sitting there looking at it. And then, all of a sudden, I just saw the mirror, my left hand in the mirror lifted up and like waved goodbye. And then put my head back down on his head. And I was like, what the fuck? And then, I was like, does that mean the bus is coming? Then I ran outside, sure enough, the fucking bus was there. And I've never thought about that again. And now I'm not going to be able to look in a mirror for at least another 2 weeks.
Damn.
Creepy shit.
That is pretty damn creepy, man.
I don't like mirrors. Dude,
You've seen that movie Mirrors, right?
No.
With, oh my god, what's the actor's name? Oh my god. Never mind.
I've never heard of Oh My God. Sounds pretty interesting though.
You should know all about Oh My God.
Hey, am I allowed to hit a BONG?
Go for it.
Ah,
Rip that bong, dog.
Right.
I don't want you to get demonetized.
You know, YouTube is headquarters in California. That shit is legal there, bro.
Like watching this
YouTube is owned by Google. Google is headquarters in Silicon Valley. Corporations.
This shit's a food chain. Dude, everything in Silicon Valley is literally silicon. Especially in San Francisco. I had lived in Oakland. I'm actually flying back out there this month and in June. But I had lived in Oakland for about a year. And that was where that story took place. But man, I worked for a catering company. It was a good company. Every job has its thing about it where it's like, fuck that. But delivering to those high-end companies, like I delivered.
You said you worked for a cable company?
A catering company. A cable company. I mean, still, like I actually catered to a cable company. It was a Cisco, and it's not a cable company, it's like an internet.
I thought Cisco was a tech company.
Yeah, but it's like I definitely went there and just like seeing all those people in those. They weren't in cubicles, but the walls were cut like they were half walls. Every computer was right next to each other, and nobody really had any privacy. But they had like their little like, you know how San Francisco is, like you see it in the movies where it's like, oh well, we have our little like bar on floor 4, and then you can go to the lounge on floor 3 and just chill. And like some companies will have like built-in like sleeping places, like kind of like a hotel, but it's not like as fancy as a hotel. But just like seeing all those people work like that, and like they just look like drones, dude. Like I delivered to Cisco, Pandora. We're gonna do Google at one point, then it's like nah. But like, fuck. I just see all these people, and like San Francisco is the most expensive place to live in the U.S. and Oakland's damn near close. And I remember like during the time I was there, San Francisco's prices were getting so out of hand, where the people who actually lived in San Francisco couldn't afford it anymore, and they had to move to Oakland. And Oakland is just the city right across the bridge from San Francisco, if you didn't know that. But like all those people moving.
The Golden Gate Bridge?
No, not the Golden Gate Bridge.
Can't take them anywhere.
I think Golden Gate Bridge is in LA or somewhere.
No, Golden Gate
somewhere
Bridge
not
is in San Francisco.
It is?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay then. Well, because it really doesn't look golden.
No, there's too much blood on it from everyone that's committed suicide.
It's just rusty red now.
Nah. No, the Golden Gate Bridge isn't in San Francisco, because the bridge to San Francisco is white.
Yeah, but it's called the
Golden Gate Bridge is in San Francisco.
I'm about to, like, Google check myself.
You can Google it.
Put myself on blast.
Google check yourself before you Google wreck yourself.
Golden Gate Bridge. Yup. Fact check. Whoa! It really does not look like that, but okay. Oh, actually now that I think about it, I've only seen the bridge, like, from the side, like, twice, and that was on the news. I had to think about it for a second. Like, oh yeah, it is red, but it looks so white.
The wrong damn mission.
Prepare for the longest jump challenge. I'm alright.
What's a planetary harvester? You know, I'm at the wrong planet. This is definitely the wrong place.
You have any ghost stories, Chimp?
Yeah, I've done quite a few on here, but I'll tell you one that. So I bought this house back in. Well, I didn't buy the house, but you know I was paying for the house in 2007. 2007 December, going into 2008. So it was literally like a few days before 2008. And I bought this. I got this house super cheap, 3-bedroom, 1-bath house up on the Central Coast, about 4 hours south of San Francisco. The house, you know, it was a pretty big, good-sized backyard, 60 by 30 backyard. Front yard was pretty big garage, and I had my one cat at the time when I moved in, and I was sitting on the couch. It was so it was after December, so about summertime. So I had already lived there, so a good 6 months. Summertime rolls around and it's really hot outside. It's like 110 degrees outside. So I don't have air conditioning. I just have the windows open, the fans rolling, and I'm laying on my couch watching TV. And you know how you start to go into the sort of that twilight sleep. So you're sort of awake, listening to the TV, but you're starting to fall asleep. So you're in that twilight. And I have my hand down. I'm laying on the couch. The couch is about a foot off from the ground, like a futon couch. You know, so they're really close to the ground. So I have my right arm down, and I'm kind of petting the cat's back. You know, and the cat freaks out and runs away. And it feels ice cold by my right hand. Ice cold by my right hand. And I sort of kind of see a silhouette of a child, no more than 2 feet tall, like a baby that's sitting upright. That's like, you know how a baby goes from a crawling position to a sitting upright?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. And it dissipates, and my arm goes back to the normal temperature in the room. So I call up my mom. My mom, at the time, my mom's passed away, but my mom was she had the ability to speak to the dead. She used to do like readings for people and stuff like that. She could communicate to the dead. She wasn't a clairvoyant. She wasn't a psychic where she could see people's futures and stuff like that, even though she could do tarot and different divination. Mainly she did past lives, and then she could speak to, like I said, so I call my mom. My mom's Native American. I call my mom and I tell her about the situation that I had. She tells me a prayer, an earth prayer to tell, and to get. I usually would have a smudge bowl to burn some sage, and put it in the doorways. Basically go through the house, and she would call up a shaman, and the area that I lived in is Chumash, and we're not Chumash, we're Sioux, but she still called the local council, had a Chumash shaman priest come out, and he went through the house and smudge bowled it, and did that, took care of all that, and I never had a problem after that. But later on, as I started getting roommates in the house, like I was getting roommates in the house to help me pay the rent, to pay the mortgage, there were issues, and like the sheriff had to be called out. And one day the sheriff came out, and I was coming home, and the sheriff was telling me, "Oh, you're the owner of this house?" And I said, "Well, yeah, I'm leasing the house, but yeah, I'm hopefully soon to be the owner of the house." He said, "Oh, well, you know the history of this house, right?" And I'm like, no. There's a history? Yeah, this is the murder house of so-and-so. And I'm like, oh. Well, that's good to know. I'm surprised the person that owned the house didn't tell me about that. That's interesting. So, yeah, he's like, so the house was built in 1960, and during the Vietnam War, a soldier came home, murdered his family, and killed himself. That was in 1965. And then every 2 years after that, up until when I bought my house, there was a murder-suicide every 2 years.
Oh,
isn't that sweet? So glad that that they decided to tell me what that was. So yeah, good to know there. So that was some fun news there to hear. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're out of that house now.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
I'm not there anymore. I mean, the house that we live in, the house that I'm renting a room from here, this one has a definite presence here. Now, this house was built in 2003, but it's the land that it was built on. And surprising enough, I'm not going to tell you where I live because, of course, I'm on the internet, but I will tell you this. I'm in the same neighborhood where the movie Poltergeist was filmed.
Get the fuck out now.
Yep, I am. So, of course, once you find that on the internet, you'll know exactly what neighborhood I'm in. Where the movie...
Isn't Poltergeist off of Amityville horror?
No, Poltergeist was completely different. But yeah, so that's where I live. But anyway, this house definitely has a presence here because, and not a nice one. Now my mom passed away a couple of years ago, But I know I know she's not. She wouldn't haunt the house, you know. It's not her because this was here. This presence was here before my mom passed away. I mean, it's not like a violent spirit that's here. Wow, that's shit. Oh my god. I gotta know what kind of shit this is here. Come here, Violet. But every once in a while, I can feel like somebody's watching me. I have that feeling. And every once in a while, I look over my shoulder and I just say, get away from me. Leave me alone. Or I'll do one of my, oh my god. Look how many spaces this one has. Son of a whore. Sorry. I blame the hiccups. I blame the hiccups on this guy here. Damn it. 43 slots. Oh yeah, I want that ship, but I don't want to lose all the stuff that I have here, and I'll lose those rockets. I want the ship. Damn it. 44 million units for this ship? Oh my god, you gotta be crazy. Damn it! Alright, you guys talk amongst yourself. I gotta get rid of hiccups.
That was a neat story. It's pretty cool. I mean, it's terrifying. So good.
There's a ghost to my grandfather's house. When he first moved in, it took my grandfather's skull, kind of smashed it against a wall. But over the years, they kind of, yeah, the blood spot was still in the wall for fucking years until Papa got remarried and bitch repainted the rooms. But anyway, you know, he came home after Vietnam and bought that house, and yeah, man, it's fucking. You know, when we go over to visit him, if you're sitting on the couch that faces down the hallway, you can see it. You know, walk across the fucking hallway real quick. Sometimes you just, sometimes you just see it standing at the end of the hallway. It's always something to do at the end of the hallway or in the back left room. Cold spot always back there at the end of the hallway. It's fucking weird, man. But you know, it's a dude. We've been able to make that far. It's an older dude, probably in about his 40s to 50s. And we don't know what happened. If anyone does know what happened, they're not telling, you know. But yeah, when we first moved in, he was kind of a dickhead, but now he's settled down. Really, the only time you ever do anything now is like, if it gets to be like a lot of arguing in the house or something, he'll throw shit in Peppa's room. Like, cause I guess that was the dude's room, it's the back left room. So I'll just start throwing shit back there. We're like, okay, what the fuck? It usually shuts everyone
See me, Valley.
It really does. I'm not fucking with you, man.
Damn.
He's pretty cool, though.
That's hella no bueno.
Nah, it's very bueno. He's pretty chill. Especially after my grandmother died, she got cremated, so now her ashes are in the house, and he really doesn't fuck with anything now. It's like, yeah, I'm not gonna leave alone.
That's considerate.
So I know as soon as I leave here, I'm gonna get shot out of the sky. We gotta go. Oh god, don't hit that. get into these frigates? So, oh god, stop shooting at me. Oh god, they're hostile. Stop shooting at me. I do not want to fight you people. Leave me alone. Oh, I need help. Ah, you can suck a monkey's dick, asshole. Sorry. How do I get on one of these frigates? Commander.
Navigational data received.
If you wanted to get on a frigate, how would you do it? Crap, I'm gonna throw up on my screen. How do you... Vertical clouds. Freighter, here we go. Let's find a way. There's got to be a way. Guide. Making money. Freighters. To buy a freighter, board it and speak to the captain. Saving a freighter from pirates will make it cheaper. When on a planet, summon your freighter to your current system with the quick menu. Players with freighters may own up to 6 starships. Purchase ships as they fly into the freighter's docking bay to store them on board. The freighter offers advanced warp capability. Use the map on the bridge to access the galaxy map. Freighters offer large inventory slots. Okay, transfer items. Freighters only. Okay. That story that I told you didn't end there. So I met the neighbors one day, and the neighbors were telling me, hey, I want to show you some stuff in our yard. Or this was the same day the sheriffs were there at the house. So the neighbors, like, you know, I introduced myself, and neighbor says, yeah, there's a ghost baby that walks back and forth between our houses. And ghost baby says, I mean, he said, the neighbor says, can I not talk to this person? He says, so he says, yeah. So he shows me some footprints in his closet. There's some footprints, like permanent footprints, in his closet, and they're little baby footprints. And there's in the concrete, there's little footprints in the concrete, like a person walked through while they were setting the concrete in the ground, you know, like a baby walked through it. Really small little footprints. So then, while the sheriff's there, I go back to him and I'm like, I don't know, you probably don't believe in ghosts and stuff like that.
I googled where Poltergeist movie was filmed. It brought up Edgar Kills. Yosemite Valley is cool. I knew you lived there, rabbit chimp creep.
That's
so, yeah, so I'm like talking to the sheriff and I'm like, look, I've seen a ghost in this house of like a child or a baby or something. He goes, well, the story on that is back in like 1979, the daughter of this soldier that had come back from whatever combat was going on in 1970s. The daughter was 13 and she had a baby, and the father strangled the baby and buried it in the backyard. Then he killed the daughter, killed the mother, and killed himself. So why would just the baby haunt the place? He's not really necessarily haunting the place, but just you have that feeling there. So now my buddy and I dug up the backyard. There was just overgrown. We dug it all up and completely. We dug it down about 2 feet down. We found buried glass and nails and all kinds of crap, pennies, all kinds of shit buried in the ground. We buried it down so that we could run new irrigation. So I actually dug probably maybe 3 or 4 feet deep to run irrigation and stuff, and we found all kinds of crazy shit in that backyard. But we never found any human bones, So,
yeah. Tell me more.
Right? I'm trying to think of more.
Yeah.
Razor Turtle says he's still trying to find that poltergeist house. Razor Turtle, if you go on YouTube and you type in the poltergeist house, there's actually people that have done drone video over the house and there's a couple of people that have done YouTube videos of it, and they'll say what city it's in and where it's at. So, alright, where's your captain? You up here? Look around, must be this guy over here. Let's go see. Hello there. Freighter crew. Can I communicate with you? Probably. No, not you. Like, what are you? Are you a parrot? Or a rhinoceros? What the hell kind of animal are you? Let's see what this guy is here. Hi there. Alien barks and loud battle cries. I approach, celebrating our victory and hope they gesture towards the control. Raider. C-class. Technology. What is this? I own a freighter now. I have no idea how much I paid for it. Construct a base. I was just trying to inspect it, bro. I didn't want to buy it from you. I don't understand your language.
Dragon.
Try again.
Wake up.
Is he snoring?
No. No,
No.
I'm not. I'm fucking asleep.
You never know. Gotta keep him on their toes.
I'm trying to think.
I like sucking toes.
Oh god. Nope, never mind.
I'm in pits.
Stop.
That's hilarious.
Need the ammo. I need that. Now can I talk to the crew? Hi guys. I still can't talk. Oh, you guys hang out there. Apparently I own your ship now. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to buy it. I clicked on it by accident. Only meant to just inspect it, but apparently they made me buy it. Hi there, buddy. Mr. Turtle person. No, I need to get to that. I need to get to that solar system that has. Need to get to that solar system, Northern Monkey, if you're watching, that has those people that have like a human body, but what else is in this place? But has a robot head. What is all this stuff?
Oh, come on. Do you actually think you had a loving wife who want to commit their life to you?
Inspect your fleet at the Fleet Management Terminal. Learn about your fleet's current specialization. Where the hell is that? Are you giving me this stuff? I want this stuff. Okay, there's the, let's go check this out. I'm trying to think, I know I have other stories. I'm just trying to think of them in my brain. Manage fleet.
You say run. Run. Tell your friends.
Apparently I own this thing. A science vessel. Mineral extractors. I don't know anything. 210 successful. I'm going to name this freighter after Ryan Razor Turtle. Well, now that we're talking about it, I know what I'm naming this ship. The ship has a new name. It's called Poltergeist. That's a horrible thing. Have you ever experienced a poltergeist?
I don't think so.
Oh, I have horrible nightmares. You know, I mean, ever since I saw the movie Jaws, I've never gone back in the ocean. I hardly take baths. I don't even take baths anymore. And that's mostly because Freddy Krueger's going to come up to the water and get me. But you see how movies they ruin? They ruin our everything.
Mm-hmm.
But
somebody's creativity got too far.
oh my God, movies are just wrong. But all right, so I used to do security, and I used to work for a patrol company in Los Angeles. And one of the houses that I went to is, do you remember Sally Struthers? I'm Sally
No.
Struthers, and I like to talk about the ASPCA.
Oh, never mind, yes.
Sally Struthers used to be in that TV show All in the Family. She was the daughter of Meathead. I mean, she was the daughter and married to Meathead. Anyway, I went to Sally Struthers' house, and she is very in tune with spirits. And the alarm would always go off. But then, a lot of times it's people trying to sneak on the property to get autographs or whatever, steal mementos and stuff. So me and my partner show up to the property, humongous property, of course, is expected for any movie star. I don't know how many acres this property is.
Awesome, naming it after Razor Turtle.
Damn it, fine. I'm naming it after Razor Turtle. Just for you. Let's do this now.
No.
Is now officially called the Razor Turtle. So this spaceship, this freighter that I just bought in Razor Turtle is my friend Ryan. That's Razor Chimp. He's on the stream talking to me on the stream there. Can you hear when people talk on the stream, or is it just me that hears it? Or do you hear it? Do you hear them?
I turned it on. I could hear us talking.
Oh, okay. Let's see, what was I talking about? Oh, so we go to her house. So my partner, who's been freaking me out all night, my partner was from...
Ahaha, thanks, bro.
You got it, bro. My partner in the cruiser that I was in was from... Oh my God, my brain is not working anymore. It was in a country where they practice voodoo and Santeria. I want to say he was Jamaican, but he wasn't Jamaican. He was from
Rwanda?
Not Rwanda, but he was like, I want to say like Senegal or somewhere, but I can't really remember. But
yes, I hear you all.
Oh, okay. He's explaining like we, you partner up when you're at night. During the day you're usually solo, but at night you partner up with another patrol officer. So he was just telling me all these stories of the countries he'd been to, and that he practices Santeria, and they practice voodoo and stuff like this, and it just turned out that we happened to go on this property that so we're on the property and we do our normal check. We have our guns drawn, our flashlights out, and we patrol the entire property, and we don't see anything or hear anything. I mean, we shut the alarm off, and she wasn't there, but the maid was there, and the two twin daughters were there. So this was back in the 80s, like the 80s. And so he's like, I got a really bad feeling here. This is a really bad place. There's some really bad juju in here, bad energy. And he's walking around with this little doll, and he's doing little prayers and stuff like that. And it turns out the maid, who's Hispanic, but from a country that also practices Santeria, and they're talking to each other, and he speaks multiple languages, and he's speaking to her. And one of the little girls. Okay, so there's twin little girls at the time. They're probably adults now, but there were twin little girls, and one girl's sitting in the van, and she's playing with the dogs. And the property owner has a ton of animals. I mean, there's dogs and cats and birds and all over the house, and the dogs are all facing this one wall, staring at the wall. And one of the little girls comes to me, and she takes my hand, and she walks me into the house, and she's like, "That's my room there. Books fly off the shelf in my room." She said, "You know what happened here? A man murdered his wife and threw her down the stairs." And I'm like, and this is a little girl that's like maybe 5 or 6 years old, telling me this. If it was like a teenager, like a 12-year-old, then I would be skeptical. But a little kid like that, why the hell does she know this stuff? You know? And I didn't experience any poltergeist activity, but I ain't gonna lie. You could just feel the intenseness of this house. I mean, I used to work at this metaphysical shop. For about 2 years, I worked at the metaphysical shop just on the weekends. And eventually, I would work my way up to manager, where I'd get to open and close the shop when the owners were out and about. And I ran the shop, and we had employees there, but the employees were self-contractors. You know, like a tarot card reader or psychic or somebody that would come in. They would only come in for like maybe 4 hours of the day, and then they would have their own clientele. They would rent the space there like a beautician would rent a beauty spot, you know, and get some commission and also whatever. So there was a psychic lady there, and then I worked the front counter, and then I would bring whatever. That place had a wonderful energy in it, and I think that was mostly because of all the crystals and the incense, the different incense smells that were burning. It was amazing.
There's some crystals and incense in my room too. I got some plants.
What's a plamp? Like PLAMP? A plamp?
It's a plump plant. It's thriving.
Was that a Floridian slip?
Yes.
Okay.
Just trying to keep it going.
That was dope.
Yeah, I got some stuff in my room. Definitely being in this Oakland area was some good energy. There's a lot of people that and not even just over there, because it's in a lot of different areas across the states and across the world too. But I don't know, that was where I got most exposed to more energies and spirituals type stuff like that. And, I still welcome it. I think it was a cool part and a very interesting part of my life.
You're right, but I mean, as far as negativity though, you don't want negative energy in there.
No, I don't want the negative energy, but still being able to notice negative energy and be able to redirect it so that it's not negative. I mean, you don't want to put yourself intentionally in a negative space, but obviously if you're around a situation that is just negative, still being able to have the practice and the know-how, just knowing what it is, why you feel this way, or even if you don't know why, but you still have an idea, just okay, well, I'm gonna do something different, let me try doing X, Y, or Z to change the frequency, or just the actual vibe of what's going on. Because there's a lot of things all around us, all the time. Right. It's not just at night, and it's not just at day, so it's I mean, don't get me wrong, nighttime, it could be a little bit more intense, but there's always something around us, so it's not it can be, everybody knows that, well, not everybody, but there's a good amount of people who know that there's positive and negative things in the world. They can have a positive spirit just watching over your house, or have some type of poltergeist or like ghost figure or whatever it is. Like there's always something around. And maybe it's not in everybody's household, but it's really close. Like it's things we can't see on this earth that are beyond our vision. Like we're talking about like the fourth dimension. Like there's more than 4 dimensions in this world. There are just more things than we could comprehend, honestly.
That's entirely accurate. Did Black Dragon fall into the toilet?
I think so.
He's passed out. I know it's pretty late. It's almost 10 p.m. my time. You're on the East Coast, or where are you at?
Yeah. Well, I'm like more towards Chicago. And yeah, it's just
okay, Central.
Yeah, I'm not good with time zones. I'm like,
Oh, that's fine. So if it's say it's 10 p.m. here, it's midnight where you're at, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, dimension 6-9 is a pretty rough dimension, ha ha ha.
Dimension 6-9. What does that mean, Ryan? Yeah, dimension 69 is a pretty rough dimension. I don't understand. Explain, damn it. I forgot what I was doing. What was I doing? There are many ways to source an item. Locate them through planetary adventures. Purchase them. Ryan, this is the kind of game that you would like. Come get this game and play it with me, damn it. This game was $23 in the PlayStation Store, No Man's Sky. Unless you already have it, then you need to come play this game with me, bro.
6-9 like 2 persons doing head to each other.
Oh, you mean, 69. Okay. Right, he's getting sexual. He's getting sexual. So, what was your name again? Tristan?
Mm-hmm.
Tristan. Okay, and what's your gamer name?
Adventure.
Adventure?
Well, it's Adventure with me, but
Adventure, okay.
Most people just say Adventure.
Do you have a YouTube page?
I do. It's like kind of cringy. I don't think so.
Okay. What I mean is, do you want to give any information out about?
Oh, like about me?
Yeah, or a way to contact you or whatever. I mean, like I said, you're more than welcome to join any day of the week if there's any shows that you're interested in. I was saying about the Wellness Wednesday, I was talking about kidney stones because I deal with that and diabetes and talking about finances, and then I mean basically there's 8 stages of wellness. And we talk about diet, especially when it comes to like gaming and stuff like that. A lot of gamers, they don't pay attention to, they can sit for hours. Like me, I can sit for hours and play a video game and completely forget to eat, completely forget to drink, and dehydrate myself out. And what gamers need to know, especially people that are pro gamers, they need to be able to get up, they need to be able to stretch, and there's certain exercises that they can do. Certain foods that they, not sit there and gorge. I mean, you can. I used to sit and get a large Domino's pizza and a 6-pack of root beer and drink it all and eat it all and end up in the ER and couldn't figure out why, because I was diabetic and I didn't even know it, But, I mean, there's still don't have to talk about all that kind of stuff, but it's completely whatever tickles your totem pole, I suppose. Banner with
for sure.
But yeah, so there, like I said, there's different shows, and you're more than welcome to join up. And usually I run the shows at times. The Daily High, I definitely hit that thing at 4:20 p.m. and that's all about drugs, alcohol, addictions, strains of weed, paraphernalia, things like that. And you can definitely hit the bong. Hits from the bong. I wish I could play music, but YouTube hates, with all the copyright stuff. So I have to find all that non-copyrighted or free music. Like I would love to play Cypress Hill, but that ain't ever gonna happen. So, so Monday is the Daily High. Tuesday is Taco Tuesday, which is the freshest ingredients for any conversation. Taco, instead of spelled T-A-C-O, it's T-A-L-K-O, like taco, okay. That's Taco Tuesday, and obviously Wellness Wednesday, Thursday, which is now Paranormal Thursday. The Friday Free-for-All, which is everything during the week. It's basically everything like that we've talked about through the week, or just whatever happens to be. Whatever happens to be, happens to be. This is the weirdest penis-shaped spaceship I have ever seen. It's absolutely frightening. That is so disgustingly frightening looking spaceship. It is.
Yeah, but for sure, I would definitely like to join on what your real talk is. I'm down with your rundown, and I'm usually on. So, but
yeah,
just like what your stream is.
Hang on a second. So I'll send you a friend request. You won't be able to send me one because of the community I run. I've got over 5,000 people in my community. So you're on GTA. So I'll send this out to you. You can accept that. So whenever you see me on, generally, you can join the community if you'd like. This Real Talk Chimp community. Sorry, we're off there now. We should pop back on here in a moment. Sorry to jump off there. Yeah, you can join the community. I post every day what the show is going to be. Is this a person? Or? I think this is a regular player. I think this is a human player. I don't think this is a... you can change the way you look in this game, which is super cool. You don't have to... like a little monkey person with 4 eyes. I don't know what it is. It's definitely an alien-looking predator. go find some people. Let's see, where's the stairs? Let's go up here and try to finish this mission or get to the next thing. But and a lot of times it's definitely true. Our shows go off in tangents, of course, and go in different directions. It's quite possible. I try to keep it on track. There's sometimes we have people that join us, and sometimes it's people that are unaware of what's going on. You know, which is totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
Well, too. But we're pretty much done with this show. Generally, they're doing an hour or 2 hours, or I can go longer. And you know, I mean, if I could just do audio, I would. But since I'm on the PlayStation 4, I got to throw visual in there, so people can either, you know, just listen to our voices when we communicate, or they can watch the game. And for like a while there, a couple of weeks, I was running nothing but Fortnite, and then some of the people were saying, "Hey, can you play something other than Fortnite?" I'm like, yeah. So I have a couple of games, but I play kind of obscure games. I don't like to play. I'm kind of over all the violent games. I'd like to just, I mean, obviously Grand Theft Auto, one of the most violent video games. I mean, when I played, like, when I first started broadcasting this show, in the first season, I was playing Grand Theft Auto every day, because in Grand Theft Auto, I'd like to just go up on a hill and watch the sunset kind of thing, you know? Or I would just drive around in my car or whatever.
Like obeying the street signs, stopping at the stop signs.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'd never do that. I'd run over everybody. I played rotten when I played GTA. Or I'd go up in an airplane and parachute out and, you know, whatever. Oh, God. I would switch up, like, there's a house, if you look at the map in GTA, let's say you're sitting in the Hollywood section of GTA, like right at the Hollywood sign or the Vinewood sign, and you press the map open. If you go to the top right corner of the map, there's an old Victorian house up there, and if you go out to the beach, that a certain night of the week, there's a ghost that appears.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so my first Paranormal Thursday was I did at that house, and I was telling ghost stories, waiting for that ghost to show up. It never showed up because I was obviously at the, you know, the wrong
location,
wrong time and day of the week or whatever. It's kind of late. Yeah, so I do different shows like that. I did one time where I was at the casino, and I hit the casino machine. I was playing the expensive casino machine. I hit the thing, and I got like 7 of the 8 or whatever. Ended up winning the progressive on there. It was like 200,000. I mean, I already had like 4.5 million.
Nice.
But yeah, after that, after Grand Theft Auto, I went to let's see, what was I playing? I can't even remember. My first season, I didn't really know how seasons worked because I wasn't following like how TV stations work. Because the way TV stations work, they have 13 episodes, one show a week for 13 episodes, which is technically like 3 months. But since this is neither radio or really a podcast or really anything, it's just something to do. Because I would broadcast anyway, but I add a little content to my broadcast by kind of making it a radio podcast type of thing, I guess you'd call it. So my first season was 45 episodes, and that's on a different YouTube page. It's D as in Delta, F as in Foxtrot, K as in Kilo, the number 8. Defecate, because that was my clan, Defecate, which means to poop, and we're all monkeys and apes, so we throw our poop. So Defecate, yeah, was the name of the YouTube. And then somebody who was playing with us said, "Why do you keep talking about shit? Why don't you have a new YouTube?" So, like an idiot, I started a new YouTube page, and starting over again to get subscribers is impossible, of course. So on the Defecate Primate, I think I had like 120 subscribers. On this one here, I had 30. 3 people left, so I have 27 now. And you need 1,000 in order to make a half a cent each view, or each 100 views or whatever. I don't care. I'm not looking to make any money from it. It would be cool if I could make money, then I would be able to pay my broadcasters a half a cent each 100 views or whatever. However YouTube works, you know, but it's mostly just for fun and gives you a way, you know. I always tell people that, you know, if you're between jobs and you need something on your resume, you can always put this on your resume because A, it's a hobby, B, it's communication, C, if you ever needed it for, you know, unlike Black Dragon swearing all the time, unless he suppose he needs it for porn or something. But you can, you know, you can put it on a resume, of course. So
yeah, for real.
But yeah, so I'm gonna play an outro here, and I basically made an intro for all my shows, an outro for all my shows, the weekly lineup,
Nice.
and if anybody ever wants to someday, you know, wants to buy some airtime, you know, I can play a commercial in here as well. One of my buddies was talking about he wanted me to do some commercials for him. I used to do commercials, you know, like do voiceovers and stuff, and I had like some national spots. Every time they ran, I would get $25 in residuals. I did a barbecue for a barbecue company and one for something else. I don't even remember. I did a couple of those. See, in Los Angeles, they used to have, I don't think they still have the station. They may still have it, but they used to have Jack FM. Remember, it was 93.1 FM, and it was a fully automated station, Jack FM. And they didn't have any DJs or anything like that, but I think eventually they dissolved that and put broadcasters back on. So I got a gig with them making commercials, and I could do them at home. At the time when I lived at my other house, the haunted house, it was a 3-bedroom, 1-bath, and one of the rooms I converted into a soundproof room so I could do my music and or voiceovers and stuff like that. And then I would record it as an MP3, and then I would send it to them. And then they would, you know, do it. And I would do all my own production, you know, music, sound effects, whatever they needed. I could do that all on my computer or, you know, on my different musical equipment. I don't do any of that stuff anymore because I can't find a job to save my life. But so here, I'm going to run this right here. So let's go out of here, go over here. Click over here. And by the way, I'm going to continue broadcasting, but I'll be on Twitch, Real Talk Chimp, and I'll continue broadcasting this game, No Man's Sky, because I'm enjoying playing it. It's just so involved. It's such a beautiful game. But I won't be broadcasting the radio station, of course, so I'm going to play this here and figure out what this is. Oh, rock on. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, I'm going to subscribe to your channel. You will have 3 subscribers. Hey. You have downloads, car knowledge. Hey now. You build cars, or are you a mechanic? Or do you have cars that you enjoy? You're falling and you can't give up. You can't get up. Alright, your channel. For outros, playlists, outros, Paranormal Thursday is right here. Alright.
Thank you for tuning into Paranormal Thursday with your host, Rabbit Chip 805 on Real Talk. Streaming live, YouTube and Twitch, Real Talk Chimp. Make sure you subscribe and follow us for Paranormal Thursday, hosted by Rabbit Chip 805 on Real Talk.
This is Rabbit Chimp 805 playing No Man's Sky on the PlayStation 4, broadcasting Real Talk Paranormal Thursday on YouTube, Real Talk Chimp, and Tristan was joining us at Venture, and we had Black Dragon Ruler. I think everyone's fallen asleep, and that's totally cool. And we'll catch you tomorrow for the Friday free-for-all, generally at our 5 o'clock time, or depending on what's going on. This show started at 8 p.m. and actually about 8:10 and continued on to 10:10. So it's been a pleasure entertaining you with paranormal thoughts of ghosties and other goobly gobbly things, and we'll catch you on the flip side.